So why has my content never changed? Why is my content still based on the mindset we have to have a good day, to be in a good place, to structure the internal state that will bring us peace, contentment? Why is that? My content has never changed, but my life has exponentially changed. Do you see the truth here? No matter what you get, no matter what you try to possess, if you don't learn to become what you need to be in these moments of low frequency, when these moments of negative self-talk start to take you over and you believe these imaginary evils that we all create in our minds, your life's gonna be shit. I don't care how much stuff you have, how far you make it, and if you read between the lines, it's proof in my life. I've got everything that you could ever imagine. Everything I was after, I got times 10. But what I've really only been after was the most coveted thing known to man: inner peace, contentment, freedom from the relentlessness that exists inside of a person like me. My soul's restless, and it's not because I'm after stuff. Is that really what I'm seeking? I'm not seeking that. I'm seeking peace. My content's about feeling better with ourselves, being more truthful with how we view and experience life. I don't make content about business. I don't make content about the things that other people make content about, because that's not my pursuit. I believe that the whole purpose of trying to get everything for everyone is because they think it's going to work. And that's not what it's been after for me. Everything you see in my life was a byproduct of me doing so well at articulating what brings us peace, what brings us contentment, what brings us a better life. And it was the truth behind it. So the fact is that, look at people's message over time and see if it changes. Now, I show more stuff and show more of my life because the people who are drawn towards the things need to see that. They need to see that it's possible because they believe that's what'll change their life. But if I can catch their attention with a certain lifestyle and then give them a completely different message than what they believe they think they need in life, then I'll be able to flip them. Because the problem is not the people that are already aware enough to realize this stuff will never matter. I've told you guys, detachment is what you're after. And detachment isn't not owning anything. That's not possible in our sensory world that needs success. Detachment is not letting anything own you. Detachment is not owning anything. Detachment is not letting anything own you. You can tell by someone's thoughts, you can tell by how someone operates what actually controls them. The day I gave up on my habits, the day I gave up on everything that brought me to a state of inner peace, and I just believed that my house, cars, and money, all this stuff would make my life better, well, that would be a telltale sign that I've fully lost. I'll only be able to prove to you guys over time that the habits are what do it is if I continue to prove that I need these habits daily. People who don't think they need to have a structured set of actions will never make it to what I'm going to explain to you now. The whole goal is to make your daily actions non-negotiable. So no energy is spent towards your daily actions. You know what you're going to do each day. Most people, they spend the bulk of their energy debating whether to do the actions at this time, that time, should I do them or not? All their energy goes towards this. If you just set it in stone and do it, no energy is allocated towards these actions. They actually just charge you. Because when you're debating whether doing them or not, they drain you. You become negative towards what was once so positive. So once your actions are fully solidified and they're non-negotiable, they're taking place, and you spend no energy on pulling them off each day, that's level 1. Level 2 is going to be when your thoughts no longer need to take place. You no longer have to think about the actions because your thoughts are aligned with universal truths. Your thoughts are aligned with fucking the truth inside of us that you know you cannot act that way. So I've had people write me recently like, oh man, like I'm starting to drift this way. I'm like, you can't. And they're like, why? I'm like, you're committed to your girl. Why would you even spend any energy looking at that other one? And they're like, well, and I'm like, unless you fully want to sell out yourself, if you want to sell out love, if you want to sell out your commitment as a man to what you supposedly are committed to, then go right ahead. And that's what's going to be your downfall. You do not believe life is what you give to others, it's what you get. Because in this guy's case, he felt his girl was not upholding their relationship. She is not someone who's focused on personal growth. She is not someone who was elevating with him. So he thought that was an excuse to maybe go cheat or something. There is no excuse in any type of relationship to sell out the root, which is love and commitment. That's when you sell yourself out. And that's what everyone doesn't get. They place blame on others instead of taking accountability for root behaviors. Now, if his root behavior changes, it'll change across the board and his business will go under. Every relationship will fail. Even by him suggesting that he would operate that way, I started to look at him differently. So that's truth of that at the most simple form. So your actions are solidified. Your thoughts are aligned with universal truth, and your thoughts are governed by universal law like cause and effect. You get what you give. I told him, go give greater acts of love towards your girl and watch how you're more attracted to her. I was always very attracted to the person I was in love with. That's just how I am. I was doing it. It wasn't whether they weren't upholding something or not. It was me creating it. I was giving that. I was seeing that. I was that. That was the outcome of who I was. And that's where everyone fails. They blame other people instead of understand their self. So once your thoughts are aligned with universal law, once your thoughts are aligned with the truth inside of us, you won't deviate from thought. Once your actions and your thoughts are aligned, then your goal all day is to keep your energy aligned with high frequency or low frequency so that you never sit there. You never sit there and look at your problems. You never sit there and go in on your life. You never sit there and gauge your life plan or your progress while in a low frequency state. Everyone repeat after me. I'm only going to look at my life, where I'm at and how I'm doing when I'm at the highest of frequencies. And when I'm at a low frequency, I'm going to leave myself the fuck alone. Leave yourself the fuck alone when you're in a low frequency state. You'll only see and get problems. But when you're in a high frequency state, you'll only see solutions and you'll see the progress if you're doing the work. And you wouldn't be in a high frequency state if you weren't doing the work. So you guys, the checklist are my actions aligned with what I want? Are my thoughts aligned with the outcome I want? Is my energy aligned with who I want to be felt as? Love you guys. Let's go.